what's up YouTube? This is Evan from Epic Duel Time. I'll be doing the commentary for today's video. This duel happened between myself and Tim Turner, another member of Epic Duel Time as well. So Tim is playing a new agent build he's been testing, and I'm on the right playing Geargia with Karakuris mixed in as well. I'm testing between the Machina and the Karakuri right now, kind of not seeing which one I like better. And I went with Karakuri for this video, a couple texts on my part. So either way, we'll get started. So Tim summons Gen X Neutron, and this is to kind of add a little more consistency to his Birdman plays that he can get off using the Shine Balls with the Venus. And then he also sets one back row. Obviously, this is the end phase, so Gen X Neutron's going to do his search. And I do a cut, I draw. Cycling between a couple options. I kind of was reading at this point that his face down was either torrential or bottomless. So I bait with Thunder King. He shows it's a bottomless. However, thankfully, I have a Book of Moon in my hand, which allows me to get Thunder King kind of out of there. It's not something I really wanted to do, but my hand wasn't that great to begin with. So I set a couple back row. Actually, sorry, I changed my mind on the last one. I did that again just now. So I set one back row. He gets Venus. Earth, which kind of makes me a little frustrated that I couldn't keep that Thunder King on the field longer. But Bottomless really was the perfect card to set for it, especially where he planned to go for his Earth next turn. He attacks with Earth because he knows Thunder King's defense, and at that point I compulse Thunder King back to my hand because I'd rather just take all the damage. It's only 2,800, it wasn't that much to me. Unfortunately, I didn't have a Gorz to be able to summon off of it, so... Then I resummon the Thunder King. Attack over the Neutron right into an Honest. And at this point I realized Tim has completely drawn the nuts. And I was not looking for a healthy game one. And I apologize if I'm seeming a little stagnant tonight. It's 3 a.m. when I'm filming this video, or doing the commentary, I should say. I've been up all night trying to get you guys some videos, and we've been on a bit of a break lately. So, and I promise I'll explain what happened. So, alright, he goes for an Iron Chain Dragon because he sinks for 6. And at that point, I realized I have no way of wanting to deal with that, and I was just hoping that he didn't have something for a normal summon. Then I remember, oh right, he has Venus. So I just scoop. I'm not dealing with that because he can get a really fast Daigusto Phoenix out of that. Alright, so we have a game 2. Okay, game 2. And I take the opening turn because I lost game 1. And I open with Geargia Arsenal. Geargia Arsenal is like Lone Fire Blossom, where he tributes himself to summon any other Geargia from the deck. So I pick Geargia Armor, and I flip Geargia Armor face down with his own effect, and I set a back row. Tim thinks over how he's going to play around it. Because if anybody knows, when Geargia Armor flips up, you get to search out any Geargia from your deck. So he summons Venus. And I already kind of know where this is going. Seeing it's the reason why I scooped game 1, and I've played a lot against Tim's agents. My face down at this point is Compulsory Evacuation Device. And I'm waiting for one of the big plays that he does is I've read kind of that he has Birdman in his hand. So what he's going to do is he's going to bounce it and get Daigusto Phoenix and Stardust Dragon so he can attack me twice with Stardust Dragon using Daigusto Phoenix's effect. And it sinks for a lot of damage. It's like 5,000 damage right there. And yes, I'll get a search, but it's not a lot of damage I want to be taking. And he gets to do all that off 2,000 life points because he has to resummon his Shrine Ball off of Venus. It's a really, really good play, except for the fact that I have Compulse. And that's the only reason that makes it kind of stagnant on it. And yeah, it's a little bit of a spoiler alert, but... So I compulse Stardust Dragon right back. And he can't really attack with Daigusto Phoenix because he's just going to slam right into a Geargia Armor. And it's getting me a lot of plays next turn. There's no point in giving me that extra search. And so he ends. I draw. I flip Geargia Armor to get his search effect. Not much to say while I'm shuffling, I suppose. Geargia Accelerator. So that's pretty much the Elemental Hero Bubble Man, I guess you could say. Except I have two. You just need to have a Geargia face up on the field. He's kind of like... I guess a better example would be Keyzon or Grandmaster. So I summon Geargia. Geargia X is effect lets me search out any machine for my deck. The one I go for is Karakuri Strategist Nishipachi. Nishipachi's effect, when he's summoned, he's a level 3 tuner. He's a machine tuner, but his effect lets me change a monster's battle position. And I'm going to use Geargia Armor's effect to flip himself face down. There we go. There I am. And I normal summon the Nishipachi, and I target my own face down monster, and I re-abuse his effect again to get it. Keep in mind that when he flips himself face down, Geargia Armor does not forget the fact that he flipped himself, that he uses effect. So his once per turn effect never resets. It's kind of a common misconception. So to be able to keep flipping him, you have to use other things to flip him. Right now, he can't flip himself face down again. So the only way for me to do that would be to like Book of Moon him or something. Or Tsukiyomi him, even though I've used my normal summon. So I special summon another Geargia Accelerator that's summoned off of Geargia Armor's effect. So I'm going to sync Geargia Armor since he's completely useless at this point. And I'm going to summon a Beret, Karakuri Beret. And Karakuri Beret, sorry about the glare on that, guys. But Karakuri Beret is going to let me summon any Karakuri monster from my deck. So I'm going to pick the Karakuri Watchdog, Saizon. And Saizon's just a level 4 tuner. So I have options at this point to synchro with Geargia Accelerator. Keep in mind, Geargia Accelerator does not get a second effect because he'll miss the timing. So I have to find a way to exceed with him, and I just at this point want a Shockmaster because of a combo that I have in my hand. So I have a special tech I also again use. If you noticed, I'm using Thunder King. I do main 2 Thunder Kings, and I'm testing that. So this build is supposed to be a little more control-based than normal Karakuri Machina. So I summon Shockmaster, and I say monster effects because I don't want him to Gorz or Trag me. So what I do is I attack with Geargia, and I'm going to use limiter removal to double their him and Beret's attack points, and it adds up to be over like 8,000 between the two of them, so it doesn't really matter. And then we have our game 3. So of course Tim will take the first turn. And guys, please let us know how we're doing in the comments below. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know what you'd like to see. We've kind of been doing videos outside of tournaments lately just because we're all really, really busy and hectic schedules. So let us know what you're liking and what you'd like to see for matchups. We basically, between all of us, own every meta deck. So let us know what kind of meta decks you'd like to see. We really try to keep with competitive matchups to show you guys kind of a step-by-step of all of these decks, but also how they play and enjoyable games. So, okay. Tim summoned his Earth, got a search, set 3 back row, and I tried to heavy, and he Solemn Judgment's it. I don't know at this point how important that Solemn Judgment's going to be. I didn't realize any of that. So I summoned Geargia Armor, which is kind of a misplay, because I should have played this a little more defensively. I attacked, just to see if I could push over the card or bait the Honest. Looking back, I would have rather have set that. That was kind of a misplay. I didn't really like the way I played that. I think I played that a little too hastily, especially playing right into back row. Which I figured at some point he had to run out of back row, but his back row was really effective for every play I had. And he summons Venus, and I'm not going to enjoy any of this. So I ask him if he's going to summon a Shrine Ball, and he tells me he's going to summon 3. So I flip over Maxi and I say, "You sure about that?" So I want to just do it on 1. And he says that he's going to do it on all 3. He's going to play under Maxi. So I draw 3 cards from the Shrine Balls. And again, I had no idea what he was going for at this point, and I didn't realize how this combo was going to play. I mean, obviously I had to Maxi. But it's what you're about to see is really cool. I promise you, it's a treat. So, all right, I think he's going for Stardust Dragon, and I'm gravely mistaken as to what he goes for. He goes for a card called Ancient Sacred Wyvern. To anyone who knows this card's effect, he gets attack points equal to how many life points he has, greater than my life points. He's also read that I have a Gores in hand, which isn't exactly true. So he summons Daigusto Phoenix, and I'm still really confused, because Wyvern at this point has 0 attack, because my life points are greater. So he summons Geargia. So he attacks with Geargia, and attacks twice with Daigusto Phoenix, and at this point, his Wyvern's now back, and it gains 600 attack points onto its normal attack points. So it's actually going to be able to attack over my 2200, and it's going to win him the game. So, for any of you Agent players, the next card on my deck is Gores, but it doesn't matter because he has Geargia on the field. So that's kind of an interesting little thing. So please let us know if you enjoyed this video and the duel. We're working on giving you guys some really cool decks this format, and sorry that we've been a little behind on it. Thank you again to everybody for getting us to this 2,000 subscriber mark. It means a ton, and we look forward to hosting some great duels. All right, keep dueling, America. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post new videos every week. Stay tuned for more deck profiles, duel videos, and character matches you won't find anywhere else. Also be sure to visit our blog site at www.epicdueltime.com to read the latest articles posted by Epic Duel Time members and friends. And as always, keep dueling, America.